So let's proceed with our ATD03, Entrepreneurship and Communication. Number 21, which of the following is a challenge associated with grapevine communication? So grapevine communication is that kind of communication that has no protocols. It follows any kind of direction within the organization. Does not have certain structures or certain codes or formality that it follows, but just flows from anyone, from any side, from any position, and that's it. So the challenge associated with it is letter C, which is spread of incomplete information, because most of the times it's associated with rumors and some information that might not be correct or sometimes incomplete. So that's the challenge with grapevine communication. And then number 22, choose a statement from the following that describes the term pre-writing as a step of writing process. The word pre means something that happens even before the major thing happens. So pre-writing in the writing process simply means anything that is done before the writing begins. So what would the statement be? You can see I bolded D, letter D, gathering and organizing information. That is the only thing that could happen before writing process starts. When it's a report or if it's a business plan, before you go ahead and write, you need to know what am I going to include in the plan. You need to know what am I going to include in the report. So what am I going to include in the report will make you to do a small survey or a small research, whereby now you'll be able to gather and then organize the information and then put it into writing. So pre-writing is all about gathering and organizing information. We have number 23 here. What name is given to entrepreneurs who refine existing business ideas? Imitative or imitating entrepreneurs. Excuse me. Those are the types of entrepreneurs who copy ideas from others and then they come and modify them in one way or the other, make them look better, and basically proceed with business. So that is imitating entrepreneurs or imitative entrepreneurs. That is the name given to entrepreneurs who refine existing business ideas. And then we have number 24. Which of the following statements explains the meaning of the term communication? Communication is basically a passing of information from one person to another, basically the sender to the receiver. So the statement that explains that is letter D, which says it's conveying information. So that is the meaning of the term communication. And then we have number 25. Identify a role played by both the sender and the receiver in the communication process. The sender comes up with a message, sends it to the receiver will get the message, reads and interpret it, and also come up with the message and give us in form of feedback. So all of them conceive, or all of them create messages. So letter B is a role played by both the sender and receiver, conceiving a message. We have number 26. Which of the following is an advantage of visual communication? First of all, what is visual communication? Visual communication is communicating with the use of visuals, something that can support written or oral communication, because you might use graphs, illustrations, or signs, something that can be seen to support your communication. So a statement that an advantage of visual communication is it can support all types of communication. You can use visual communication together with oral, together with written, together with audio, because it supports all types of communication. Then you have number 27. How can an organization benefit from upward communication? Upward communication is whereby the people from the low level of management communicate to the people of high level of management in that hierarchy, that is from the junior staff to the senior staff. How beneficial is that kind of communication? Employees can give suggestions. Employees can be able to give their suggestions or opinions or views, of which these suggestions could be very critical. When maybe people sit down and suggest and basically go through the suggestions, they'll find something important out of the suggestions. So that's how upward communication can benefit an organization. Then you have number 28. Which of the following is an indicator of active listening? Active listening is whereby the receiver of the message becomes fully attentive to a certain communication. And out of these choices that we have, the one that is an indicator of active listening is appropriate body language. You'll be able to see how the person is reacting, whether using through the face language or maybe through signs that the person gives. You'll be able to know whether this person is actively listening or not. And if he's portraying, he or she is portraying an appropriate body language, then we know that this person is indeed listening actively. And then we have number 29, which is, what is the purpose of attention line in a business letter? And here our choices is to indicate a particular person to handle the letter. The attention line is like the salutation. To whom are you writing the letter? Whom are you addressing to the letter? So it will help you to know who is supposed to read this letter and who is supposed to act on this letter. That is number 29. So number 30, which is our last, which of the following is the purpose of advertisement? Why do people advertise? People advertise basically because they want to create awareness. And out of the 4 choices, make the brand name noticed is what is the purpose of advertisement. People do advertising because they want to ensure that their brands are known outside there. People are aware of their brands, and that is make the brand noticed. So thank you. Let's meet in our next questions.